everyone, I'm the Sports Wiz 101, and today I'll be giving you my predictions for Week 9 of the NFL season. So I'll predict all these games set to take place in Week number 9. We got the return of bye weeks this week, so to Jacksonville, Denver, Detroit, and San Francisco, goodbye, we'll see you all next week. But we'll predict all these games to take place this weekend, and that will start with the Titans and the Steelers. Before that, please like and subscribe if you like these. I'm doing these each week of the NFL season. So you'll be sure to come back next week when I predict Week 10. But for now, let's get to Week 9. As we look to build off our success from last week where we went 12-4 with our predictions. But here, Titans Steelers, Thursday Night Football. Titans quarterback Will Levis had an outstanding debut as he threw 4 touchdowns against the Falcons. I think he has a tougher time throwing for much against the Steeler offense. Against the Steeler defense. I like Pittsburgh to win on Thursday night. Then we got some more international football as the Miami Dolphins take on the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be the first time that Tyreek Hill plays the Chiefs since he got traded prior to last season. This is the Chiefs team that Tyreek Hill, of course, is very familiar with. I mean, this is the team that drafted him. This is the team that he made his name with. And of course, they're the team that traded him to Miami. So you know Tyreek Hill is going to be motivated. But at the same time, don't you think the Chiefs would be motivated for this game as well? I mean, you have some of the stuff Tyreek Hill has said on his podcast. Wouldn't surprise me if the Chiefs heard some of those things and considered them bulletin board material. Aside from that, you got the idea that this could be a battle. This will be a battle for first place in the AFC. These two teams tied for first in the conference. One of these teams will not after Sunday. I think it's Kansas City. I think they'll just be too heavily motivated to play poor. They'll be motivated to beat the Dolphins here. And that will show. I mean, plus this is a Dolphins team that their offense has seemed to beat up on those weaker defenses. The Chiefs are not one of those weaker defenses. I think the defense will slow down the Dolphins. The offense, they have to play better than last Sunday when they kind of ruined my birthday, but oh well. Chiefs are going to win, though it will be a close one. Sunday Night Football, Bills and Bengals in Cincinnati. I think these are two teams quite possibly headed in opposite directions. The Bills seem to be going the wrong way, and they need to turn it around soon if they want to make the playoffs. Cincinnati, I think they're getting on a bit of a hot streak, and that's going to continue as they will win at home over the Bills. Chargers and Jets might be considered a bit of an upset here, but I'm taking the Jets just because I think their defense is good enough that they can limit Justin Herbert. So the question then becomes, how good will the Chargers be able to run the ball on the Jets? I'm not sure they'll be able to run that effectively. And that'll lead to a Jet victory. Commanders and Patriots going at it in Foxborough. And to me, I think the Patriot defense will be great. And I think it'll lead New England to a win. I think New England has a good secondary. Plus, Washington's offensive line is effectively Swiss cheese. It's effectively a wet piece of paper. However you want me to describe it, is not good. New England will get plenty of pressure, and it'll be enough for them to beat the Commanders. Next up, Browns and Cardinals. This is my lock of the week, going with Cleveland. They are just too good, and I don't care if it's Kyler Murray at quarterback for the Cardinals, or if they go to Clayton Tune. This is a Browns team whose defense should dominate, and even if it takes the typical Cardinal game script of Cardinals are at least competitive for the first half before falling away in the second, that's still a Browns victory. And I'm taking Cleveland. Into story. Seahawks and Ravens going at in Baltimore. I like the Ravens. I'm not sure that Seattle will be ready to take on the Ravens, especially if Lamar plays like he did a couple weeks ago against the Lions. Yeah, I'm not betting against Baltimore in that situation. Buccaneers and Texans. Tampa Bay coming off of an appearance on Thursday Night Football. They are my pick for the upset of the week. That's right. I got Tampa over Houston. The Texans come in this as a 3-point favorite. And still, I like Tampa Bay. I think their defense is good enough that they can and will slow down the Texan offense headlined by the rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud. And then the Tampa Bay offense, I think they do just enough to get the win. Colts and Panthers going at in Charlotte. Congratulations, Carolina. You have officially won a game. You now get the Colts, who, despite having to rely on Gardner Minshew as their quarterback, have been one of the higher scoring offenses in the league. Seriously. I mean, as you can see here, the Colts are the 6th highest scoring offense in the league. They're scoring more than teams like Baltimore, Detroit, the Chargers, Jacksonville, Kansas City, the Rams, Minnesota. All teams that you would think would be good offenses. But still, the Colts are scoring more than them. And I think that higher scoring offense is going to be what it takes for Indy to go to Charlotte and beat the Panthers, which I think they are very much capable of. I'm taking the Colts in this one. Giants and Raiders. Vegas just fired their head coach, Josh McDaniels. And to me, that adds a layer of unpredictability as far as what the Raiders are going to do. And that's bad news for a Giants team that already has to take a cross-country flight to get to Vegas in order for them to play this game. And who knows if the Giants will be able to pass on Sunday. I mean, I think I heard Daniel Jones will be back, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But yeah, I'm taking the Raiders to go out there and beat the Giants. Next up, Vikings and Falcons. I was well prepared to take the Vikings to win this game. And then Kirk Cousins got hurt. It is a complete bummer for the Minnesota Vikings that Kirk Cousins, a guy who was definitely at least a top 10 quarterback, will have to miss this game. I think the gap between starter and backup is smaller for Atlanta, though, than it is for Minnesota. That leads to me taking the Falcons in this one. Bears and Saints, I don't think this will be much of a game. I think Alvin Kamara goes off for the Saints as New Orleans gets the win in the Superdome. And then we have the Rams and the Packers, Lambeau Field. This was also a candidate for my upset of the week. I'm taking the Rams. Yes, they might have a backup quarterback, but Green Bay's just playing that poorly I feel like I have to pick against the Packers. In this case, picking the Rams. It will. I believe it snaps a bit of a losing streak for the Rams in Green Bay. But there you go. I think the Rams go to Lambeau and beat the Packers for the first time in a while. And then, this might be the game everyone's circling. The Dallas Cowboys, the Philadelphia Eagles, the two best teams in the NFC East. Two of the best teams in the NFC. I like the Eagles. I just think right now, Philadelphia has the better team. I mean, the standings will agree with me on that. They have the best record in the league for a reason. And to me, I think the Cowboy offense could struggle a bit against the Eagles. It should still be a competitive game. But yeah, I'm taking the Eagles here. But there you go. There's my picks for week number 9 of the NFL season. If you like this, please like and subscribe for more to come in the following weeks. I've been the Sports Wiz 101, and I will see you all later.